Hello students, in today's video I am going to discuss about the Lok Sabha. First, already we know the parliament. This is consist of the president and the two houses. One house is the house of the people, that means the Lok Sabha, and another house, that is the Council of States, that means the Rajya Sabha. In today only I discuss about the Lok Sabha. The Union Parliament is incomplete without president. President doesn't sit every day in the Union Parliament, but each and every case, when a bill passed or when a new law passed, on that time, president assent or present is must on there. Okay. So this is the introduction of the Lok Sabha. Next point, term or duration of the house. House means the Lok Sabha. The term of the house of Lok Sabha is 5 years. But if it is any emergency situation, operation, on that time it can be extended. But it cannot be extended more than 1 year. It cannot be extended more than 1 year. It can be extended more than 5 years, because 5 years is the tenure, means the term of the house, but it can be extended 1 year. Okay. Then next point, that is composition of Lok Sabha. What is the composition of Lok Sabha? In here we have to know the maximum strength of the Lok Sabha. This question is very important for 1 mark or 2 mark type question. Okay. What is the maximum strength of the Lok Sabha provided by the Constitution? The answer will be 552. So maximum strength is 552. Okay. So out of 552, 530 members can represent the states. So that means in our union government, in our central government, there 552 total members can be there. How many states are there? 29 total states. So all these 29 total strength, 530 members can be represented. And union territories, 7 union territories are there. So from there, 20 members shall represent. Okay. So 530 and 20, 550. So where is the 2 members? 2 members nominated by the president to the Lok Sabha. Okay. So they are nominated, they are selected by president. Understood? 552 members. Then point number 4, allocation of seats. Uttar Pradesh is represented in the Lok Sabha by 80 members. So students, you can see in page number 13, there are given allocation of seats from each and every states. and also union territories. If you want to know more about this, you can read it, but don't need to learn. Just only for your knowledge you can read it. So come back to point number 4, allocation of seats. So the allotment of members to the various states is roughly on population basis. Uttar Pradesh, highly population. So from there, members are represented in the Lok Sabha 80 members, and then Maharashtra, from there 48 members, and Telangana, now we know Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, 2 states are divided. So from there also 17 members representing Lok Sabha. Then a reservation of seats. Each and everywhere reserved for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. So here also, in Lok Sabha also, for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, their seats are reserved. So for scheduled caste, 79 to 84, and for scheduled tribes, 41 to 47. Only this highlighted point learn. Then universal adult franchise. I don't want to say anything anymore, any word about this topic, point number 6, because in class 9 already you have learned about this. So just read universal adult franchise. Then next one, parliamentary constituencies. What is parliamentary constituencies? At present, member of Lok Sabha is elected now by 543. We know maximum is 553, but it cannot be more than 552. So now it is elected in Lok Sabha 543 single members in constituencies. So the candidate obtaining the largest number of votes, irrespective of percentage to the vote, and secure that declared elected. Then qualifications of members. In Lok Sabha's member, which qualification is needed for to be a member of Lok Sabha? Absolutely, first one, must be a citizen of India. Then second one, age must not be less than 25 years of age. Third one is what? Must possess such other qualification as may be prescribed under any law made by any parliament, and a person shall not be qualified to be elected for a seat in Lok Sabha unless he is registered as a voter in any of parliamentary constituencies. So A, B, C only must be a citizen of India, must be not less than 25 years of age, and must possess such other qualifications such as may be prescribed under any law made by parliament. So these 3 points very important for qualification of members. Okay. Then disqualification. What are the disqualification? In which points is there for this the members can be disqualified? If anyone holds an office of profit under the government of India or any state. Some 56 offices now would not be regarded as office of profit for this purpose. So 56 office, if the person is under in these 56 offices, so person can be disqualified. Then next one, if a person is of unsound mind and stands so declared by competent court, the person can be disqualified. Or if one is an discharged insolvent, on that time also person can be disqualified. If a person has ceased to be a citizen of India, the person is not, person do not have uh, the voter ID card or anything, if it is seized for any criminal affairs or anything, any crime the person is related. And if one is so disqualified under any law made by Parliament. So these 5 points are here. A person can be disqualified to be a member of the Lok Sabha of Parliament. Okay. So no person shall be member of both houses of Parliament at the same time. Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, a person cannot be a member both houses. Neither can a person be a member both of Parliament of a house of the legislature of state. Okay. So then next point is point number 10. Watch next video.